This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The Rippers, the Grasshoppers, the Hip Ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Rachel Consola standing by. Profile This is minutes away. Caller 9-844-999. Ola will play Profile This coming up in minutes. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. First, quick check into Mike Hawk for some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, 4 men in Utah are in trouble for stealing 4 Teslas from a dealership last week. When the cops started questioning them, 2 claimed that they were members of the, quote, Tesla family, and 1 said she bought the car from, quote, Mr. Tesla.
Mr. Tesla.
Mr. Tesla.
That's fantastic.
You know everything about a Tesla except for who made it. And it's not like he's quiet about it either.
Yeah, Elon Musk. I mean, he's pretty... And everyone knows it's Elon Musk, not Nikola Tesla.
Not as quiet as the car.
That's true.
Ew.
How are they quiet cars?
I just can't believe you can actually even steal one of those things.
Well,
I would have to assume it's just does it have a key? Does it have... I would be shocked probably if I got into a Tesla and found out how you started the damn thing.
You know, I have no idea.
I don't either. I've never been in one. I've been in one. I've been in a one.
You just get in.
Just get in, and then what happens?
And go.
Yeah, just knows you.
Well, most of the time,
assume.
you have a key in your pocket that where if you're close, you can touch the door handle, the door will unlock.
Right.
There's that technology and other things. But
we have a dealership within proximity to our studio.
Yeah, we do.
We should go in and say, look, we can't afford this car. We have no intention of buying the car. I'd love one, but I don't have the cash. But can we just get in it and see how the goddamn thing works?
I just have a friend of a friend that has one,
right.
And it is an impressive vehicle.
Well,
just
okay.
that it can have battery power car can have that much pickup.
Okay, but Ted, but understand this. Like when all that stuff happened in Florida with the hurricane, right? Basically, there's a certain amount of allotment in a battery for a Tesla that you can use that will go X amount of miles.
Yeah.
Right.
What Tesla decided to do was they were going to change that, and they successfully did for every Tesla vehicle in Florida. Through their computer system, they did an update where the car would drive longer and farther on that battery life than it normally does.
All right.
They just came into all those cars, changed the programming, and boom, those people could drive to get the hell out of Florida to get out of the hurricane without having to recharge.
So people that have a lot of money,
based
once
on that,
again...
Based on that technology, and based on what you say about the driverless cars, right? I find out my Tesla's stolen. I call Tesla right now. I tell them exactly what my car is. They just shut that damn thing down. Matter of fact, you know what I mean? They just shut it down. Can they just shut that down?
I would guess so.
You would think they'd have the technology.
Well, they've had that technology for a while. Wasn't OnStar that was a big thing? Like they would catch people?
But that was optional. You know what I mean? They either put it in your car or they didn't.
But if you had it
in there, they can still remote the car.
You would think if someone stole your Tesla, the damn thing would just stop on the highway if you needed it to. So you could, and then all the lights would flash and the horn would blare.
I'm going to drive them off the road.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just thinking just like that, Ted's no longer interested in a Tesla.
What are you calling that thing again?
A Tesla?
Tesla. Like the band. Sign everywhere, sign.
That's going to help them.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Burger King started selling Mac and Cheetos cheese sticks earlier this year.
In Mozambique?
Now they're upping their game with a Flamin' Hot version.
Okay.
I've never gotten on the train of the Flamin' Hot Cheeto.
Miles, you had the Burger King Cheetos things, right?
I had the original ones.
Yeah.
Which were fantastic, by the way.
Have you guys seen all the crazy stuff in the grocery store with this?
No.
Well,
Like
Cheetos?
there's like Cheetos. You can get like Doritos. They're like puffy and filled with cheese.
No.
There's all kinds of
Is this
stuff.
all new?
Looks pretty new. Shocked me. I looked at it.
I'm not hip to this.
I'm not either.
I didn't buy any.
But you wanted to.
No.
How long did you debate buying it?
Oh, you know me. I stood there for like 2 minutes, and I think out loud, by myself, went, this is crazy. Look at this stuff.
About this, I mean me.
Will somebody else buy them so I can try them? A Russian cosmonaut says that bacteria recently found on the outside of the space station could be extraterrestrial. But
Wait, it's on the outside of the space station, man.
Right. Anything out there could be.
Well,
It's where you are.
Yeah.
You're not on Earth.
And it's not in the spaceship. Earth.
It says it's a bacteria. I hope that it was gooey and that it's actually just like a space loogie.
Astronaut coughed one up. Did a snot rocket back in the 60s.
It just spat outside the just rolled down the window.
Look at this bacteria. There's a lot of vodka in it.
Damn it, Glenn. I'm aware that if you open the window in a space shuttle, you're going to die, Ted.
Yeah.
Before the emails come in.
Oh, boy.
A 27-year-old woman in Pennsylvania is facing charges for beating one of her coworkers with a barcode scanner.
Damn.
Oh, you mean like one of those handle things?
Yeah.
Just taking it with a cord on it, just beating the hell out of
It's
it?
kind of like being pistol whipped.
Aren't you just supposed to scan in my toilet paper that's underneath my cart with that thing?
Take it to the face. Damn.
I use that gun all the time.
Would you go for the eyes afterwards, Ted?
I'm just saying,
Blinded.
instead of just like running stuff across the little.
Oh, use the gun?
Yeah, but boop, 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 boop.
Those guns are handy, man.
I also like it. That's like old school Italian gangster, like in Goodfellas.
Oh, yeah, get
Like
beaten
not
with the
hitting him
barcode.
yeah, not hitting him with a phone, but hitting him with the barcode.
moron.
Your wigs suck, Maury.
Damn. Alrighty. Let's see here. A new survey found companies that give out Christmas gifts to employees will spend an average of $79 a gift this year. Two of the most popular presents are gift cards and clothing with the company logo on it.
Oh, thank you.
Really?
Hey, I don't know about you guys.
mean-
I'm still excited about the sweatshirt.
We didn't get a sweatshirt.
I'm
Did you
aware-
get a sweatshirt?
Well, at other jobs, I've gotten sweatshirts.
Really?
You're not getting a sweatshirt.
You're not
man.
getting a
Damn it.
sweatshirt, dude. No way.
I like...
We don't have them.
All right, but I mean, forget us. I'm just saying, if I just work at like a bank,
Yeah.
do I want a bank logo sweatshirt for my Christmas gift?
Is that a Bank of America jacket you're wearing? Well, yes, it is.
No, I think he means like you're wearing an Under Armour, obviously a tribute to Maryland, but an Under Armour shirt.
Right.
And it's got the Under Armour logo.
Right.
I think he means like that.
All right.
Well, like people like polo because there's a polo player on it. But if you said, man, it's an authentic polo shirt, but there's no player, people would be pissed.
I'm just picturing, like, I don't know, guys in the NFL walking around the streets with,
NFL shirts.
with
Or,
all their free gear on.
Speaking of the NFL, during the season, a bar in Milwaukee had a promotion where people drank for free until the Packers scored for the first time. But that was the week that they played the Ravens, and it backfired when they got shut out by the Ravens, and everyone drank for free the entire game.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
man.
Nice.
Mike, I used to work at a bar in Baltimore that would give you a free drink if the Ravens scored a touchdown.
Did you ever get drinks?
No. So then it turned into if they kicked 2 field goals, you could get a free drink or whatever was in front of you.
There's no such thing as a free promotion with Baltimore scoring touchdowns.
Yeah.
I mean, it's their way of saying we're not giving away anything free.
If Joe Flacco throws for $2, you win a house.
If he can throw for 200
If you can
yards,
throw for 200 yards, you
that
win
is
a house.
free.
The Ravens will pay for your house because they know damn well it ain't happening.
And finally, we go to the symphony for this next story.
The hell's that?
I'll tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, the game is
The Men's Room presents Profile
And
This.
Stephen Throwhill, good to please to everyone. How Profile This is played.
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes a story a story. Hello, Chris. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. All right, Chris, my man, you understand how this here game is played.
Yep, I am ready to play Profile Jacksonville.
All right. Close. We do go to Florida. In this case, a man was... Hey, man, you know, it's a 95% chance. A man was arrested in connection with suspected serial killings in Seminole Heights, down there in Florida. Police say a 24-year-old McDonald's worker, he's going to be charged with first-degree murder in the killings of Benjamin Mitchell, Monica Hoffa, Anthony Naboa, and Ronald Felton. The victims, apparently, they were chosen at random. They were shot to death. And it started in October, and most recently, November 14th, is the most recent victim. Now, the police chief, he announced the arrest at police headquarters. He did not say whether or not the suspect had confessed, but he said after 51 days of terror, the Seminole Heights residents can now get a good night's sleep. And then the mayor added, tonight's the beginning of when justice will be served and the process will occur, blah, 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 blah. But it ends with him saying, and we hope this guy rots in hell. The question is... Do you believe that this hell-rotting serial killer is black, white, Mexi, or Asian?
Well, I'll admit, I don't really hear much about serial killers that are not white. But then again, it's usually the white serial killers that seem to be doing the creepy stuff. And shooting their victims, that seems sort of run-of-the-mill.
I mean, for my taste, anybody's serial killers are kind of creepy.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Like,
it's not,
they're not eating chili or burying them in the backyard.
People or what stuff like that, yeah.
I think you can eliminate Asian on this one.
Yeah.
It's Eliminate Asian Week. And I'm saying there's no way. Just based on the fact that they worked at McDonald's. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
So it has nothing to do.
Exactly. I don't know.
Dude worked at McDonald's.
I've seen it at Wendy's, not McDonald's.
Right. With a
I thought he just
Baconator.
gave the gun, like, here, hold my gun, to the McDonald's employee.
He did because it was his coworker. So he's like, hey, man, can you hold this here gun? I guess he figured the cops are closing then or whatever. But, yeah, he worked at McDonald's. Breeding ground for serial killers, I tell you.
Wouldn't think that.
Yeah, I'm going to go with white.
What, you going white?
Yeah.
I mean, you're the one convincing me it's not white, and now you're picking white.
He's a master of mind control.
And this guy was going around, and he was obviously there's not something he's not right in the head because he was just randomly going around popping off. There was no rhyme or reason to why he was doing what he was doing. So,
hence serial killer.
Yep.
Do you guys know that area down there? I honestly have no idea the town.
It's black, white, Mexi, Asian,
Florida, man.
Jew.
It's
right, it's Florida, man.
It's a melting pot of the U.S.
Where was it at in Florida?
Seminole County.
Which has got to be north close to Tallahassee
Right.
based on the Seminole Indians, I'm assuming, but I don't know.
That is my assumption as well.
Yeah, I mean, right, Florida's
It's got to be close to Tallahassee, right?
Yeah, I'm with you, Seminoles. But I don't know, man. I'm going to take your advice. I'm leaning black.
Okay. You're going to stick with white, final answer?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to find out if this guy was black, white, Mexi, or Asian next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
Hola, bitches. You're listening to the Men's Room.
Profile this takes us to Tampa, Florida, and a serial killer who was fortunately caught, and it was by his own mistake as he handed his coworker the gun that he used in all 4 murders. Was the guy black, white, Mexi, or Asian?
First of all, it's a gun he used in all 5 murders, Miles.
5, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so when he heads to the coworker just called the cops, not because he thought the guy was the serial killer, it just made him uncomfortable. Like, hey, man, I don't know why someone's giving me a gun. I don't want any part of it. So when they checked the gun, right, they pieced it back to the serial killing. But, Chris, we asked you, did you believe this guy was black, white, Mexi, or Asian? And you went white, basically on the serial killer tip.
Tiller Kip.
But you did point out something that I do agree with. Like you said, when you think of a serial killer, you think of a white dude. But because this guy, aside from murdering people, he wasn't eating them, he wasn't dismembering them, anything like that, it didn't seem as white. But in the end, you came back, you went with white. Oh, sorry. Mm-hmm. No, this would be the elusive black serial killer. There's this and of course the picture of you, he's smiling. Yeah. Looks all happy.
If that's not his mugshot, seems like an odd picture to me.
There's no way that's his mugshot. There is no way. Oh,
yeah.
Damn it, you might be right,
Here's
dude.
another one right
Right.
here. There's
Okay,
that
that
one as
looks
well.
a little more accurate.
Now, for all the TV news all the time, it is time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box,
Armageddon!
The Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, what do you want? You want to hear more about molesters?
Oh, God.
Do you want to hear something just weird and different?
Yeah, let's
Do you
go
want to
weird
hear
and
the
different.
truth behind Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer?
Oh, give me some Rudolph truth.
All right.
Do we have Rudolph truth music?
I think I know where this is going.
Do
So
you?
I'm going to get it ready. Yeah, I'm ready to
It
go.
wasn't his nose that was red?
Nope.
Oh, is it one of these kinds of stories?
Well, no, I was going to say, first of all, Rudolph is sad as hell. I watched recently
What, you mean the actual reindeer?
the movie. When's the last time
Rudolph
you
the
watched the
Red-Nosed.
original?
It's
Rudolph the
depressing.
Red-Nosed
I remember
Reindeer?
he's basically like bullied. And
No, I saw it last year because the kid, and it's weird, right?
Not even
Because
they're all just basically
his
they're like,
father's even like, yo.
Yeah.
Yo, man, it's not even getting bullied. I mean, your own parents are like, you a weird son of a bitch.
yeah, and I forgot.
Santa freaking Claus, right? He puts up with the worst kids in the world and still brings them something, right? Even he looked at Rudolph like, yeah, bro, you can't be part of the team.
And then when he gets lost with Yukon Cornelius, like after a while, he's like, my red nose is too bright. And they're like, all right, you know what? You better take off. And then he has to like wander home by himself. I mean, it's crazy.
Didn't they go looking for him, though?
They did in the end. So did his parents, but his parents almost got eaten by the bumble.
oh, I hate
Yeah,
that.
so they stopped looking.
So last night, I'm watching Rudolph. It's really sad.
With your kids?
No,
Alone.
with a beer.
Alone.
Jeez. No wonder it seems sad to you. Grown-ass man with a beer watching Rudolph.
So I watched Rudolph. I even mentioned to some people, man, this is really sad. But then we're going to need different music for this.
Okay, what kind of music?
But then Twitter let me know, and this is what's going to blow your mind, my brother.
Don't stumble at that part. Blow your... Like, man, it goes one of two ways.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a female.
What?
Yes. So, if Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is to be believed, most male reindeer by December have shed their antlers.
Okay.
Only a female would still have some antlers, and a female reindeer also would have a rosy nose. Rudolph's a lady.
Huh.
Yeah, I know.
Is that what you deducted?
Well, Twitter told me this, and then I saw a news story on a paper in England, so it has to be real.
Okay.
So based on the fact, the red nose and the tiny little antlers.
Hold on.
What?
Doesn't Rudolph have a girlfriend?
So,
She realized, man, where are you getting the 21st century, Robin?
Absolutely not.
Man,
Dole, a deer,
no,
a female
I'm
deer.
just-
he had enough grief because of his nose.
I'm very
Her nose.
intrigued at this point because now I have to rewatch it in that context and be like, oh
Yeah.
my,
See what's happening here.
Rudolph, all right.
Makes Herbie a little creepier, though.
Yeah, a little.
right, I mean, just there's simple lines in that movie you forget. Like, oh, your name is Jack. No, it's Charlie. Nobody wants a Charlie in the box. It's like, this movie is depressing.
It is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Island of Misfit Toys.
So you watch a depressing child's movie, what do you do after that?
Smoke some weed.
Well, maybe. But I switched over to Viceland and watched a show about smoking toad venom.
You went from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer to smoking toad venom.
Correct.
Okay.
It's a specific toad that you could find in the southeast United States, but mainly in Mexico. So basically, have you ever heard of people messing with toad venom?
I've heard of like licking the frogs and all that kind of
Okay, so there's a show on Viceland called Hamilton's Pharmaceutical. And he'll go around, he's kind of obsessed with psychedelic drugs, and he'll go to different places and try them and everything. But that's the thing. It's so weird, dude. They're not even licking the toads. You got to capture the toad and then squeeze his glands to get the stuff out.
Where's the gland?
Like right here.
Okay, all right.
Because they have this, a lot of toads have this kind of poisonous thing.
Yeah.
So if like a fly gets on them, it secretes a little bit, the fly dies. You take a giant tongue, eat that fly.
All right.
Damn.
But this toad specifically can somehow make its own, like, I'm not going to go through all the technical names, but it turns it into a drug.
Okay.
So people got to go around, catch these frogs, spray the stuff, like milk it, which always sounds bad. Whenever you milk
I'm
something.
going to milk the toad, mama.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
man, just give me 15 minutes and I'll be out of the shower.
I got to go milk the toad, you
You know what I mean? I'm going to impregnate the drain pipes.
But then, but now they like dry it out and they smoke it, and that's how like people.
Okay.
But it's just crazy because a big part of the show was like, how did this start? Because the toad in a lot of Mexican culture in this
Maybe
area.
they tried to eat it or something like that.
Well, that's the thing. The toads were always like looked upon as almost like a god, right? Because
Okay.
they brought rains when the toad showed up. The toad also.
They brought trips, too, so hell yeah.
But see, here's the thing. Nobody's positive if the ancient people were doing any of this. So then the story kind of turns into like, so who was the guy that came down here and started smoking toad venom?
Lope.
No, it's just some old.
I bet you it's the
a
guy
white
that everyone would
It's a white
think.
guy?
Yes.
No way.
And he's very strange, and he's like, I heard about toads. I started like messing with the venoms, and he's like, I found the one. Okay.
How many did he go through to find the one?
He didn't say. He was very. He didn't want to answer a lot of questions,
I bet he didn't.
right? But it was just an interesting contrast of watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer than watching people smoke toad venom.
And what was their experience? What did they say?
So the main thing is like love, like so
Lot of
like-
hugs.
Well, like I mean, honestly, look, man, these it's a short trip, but a couple of them were freaking out, even to the point where I was uncomfortable watching it. Like Jesus Christ, man. But like the guy Hamilton, he finally decides he's going to smoke the toad venom, and then basically he's on his back, he's out, and he just kept saying love over and over. And like the other guy that freaked out, like right before he freaked out, he went, "I love you guys." Like freaked out.
All right.
Miles, it was intense. I know you may have tried,
I've heard of it. I read about it.
it is intense, dude.
Yeah.
I will say, some say it's almost like dying. So, yeah.
I have felt a few times that I was maybe going to die.
Oh, yeah.
Or that I had and my body was lifting up outside of itself.
Yeah, that's the scarier one. Like,
Right.
I think I'm dead. Oh,
This-
my God, I'm
I
dead.
will say this. This seemed completely different than any other thing I had seen.
Normally I
Or
just
heard
pull
of.
my shirt over my knees and start rocking back and forth.
Right.
Yeah, that was, but just leave him alone. Is he all right? Does he look all right?
It seems happy to me.
Give him his space,
He
man.
looks like he's a human rocking chair.
Also, the only time I've seen you turn down weed.
No, don't need that.
No, don't want any. But anyhow, Hamilton's Pharmaceutical, very interesting. Rudolph is a woman. Also a depressing show.
Yep.
So, just looking at some of the comments. It says, it's okay, Ted. We watched some Rudolph last night, too. Someone else says, all the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. That's what it's. People are angry about this. I was just going to say the same thing as Robin. Rudolph has a girlfriend. That makes her a lesbian? Well, yeah, right? Mm-hmm. You're asking that question.
That's how
you just explained
That's
it,
how
right.
the formula works.
Ted is right. All those reindeer are racist. They're more noses.
Look, man, I get comments all the time.
Ted, this is what happens. Now you have painted Santa's reindeer, all the other ones. Can you name all 8?
All 8 reindeer. Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. All right, Comet,
Vixen?
Cupid,
No,
Vixen,
you know, Dancer.
Dancer, and Prancer, and
Comet and Cupid.
Oh, hell, I don't know.
Do none of you really know?
No. Do you know?
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Connor, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. Comet,
Wow,
Cupid,
Mike.
Donner, Blitzen.
Why do you know it that quick? Why do you know
Because
that?
I love Christmas.
Wow, I guess so.
You do.
I do.
So you support those racist-ass reindeer?
Damn right.
Doesn't matter how they treat Rudolph.
did I ruin
Hey, I
Christmas at
saw
all?
antlers on every single one of them, all right?
Do you believe that Rudolph has a girlfriend?
That he has a girlfriend, yes.
That she has a girlfriend?
Do you believe that Rudolph is a female?
No.
Have you ever looked?
I think he was born different, Ted. And I think you need to accept that.
Damn it, Mike. All right. With that said, I still watch Rudolph. I don't know.
Sure.
I was like, it's
a
on,
tradition.
man. It's Christmas.
Tradition.
You got to watch it. I remember as a kid waiting months for that.
Yeah.
Rudolph the red-nosed lesbian.
Every year I'm allowed to play 3 notes of an entire CD of people farting Christmas tunes. Would you like me to give you 3 notes?
Give me in the holiday spirit.
I'll give you 3 notes. That's all I believe we're technically allowed to give you here.
That's such a shame. Because you know you want to hear the rest of the song.
The one that goes...
Yeah,
I sure wish we could get clearance on
Can you
that.
play that again?
Sure, absolutely.
It's just the first 3.
It's all real farts.
I know.
The entire album.
It's
an
brilliant.
entire Christmas album made from farts.
Like that. Real farts.
Yeah.
And that was called,
Real fart. 100%
that one,
real
that
farts.
one, that tune, honestly, is called Jingle Ass.
Is it called Jingle Ass?
It's called Jingle Ass. Yes, it is. You can hear the beginning of Jingle Bells. See, they're going through the on the sleigh.
Those are the first 3 reindeer pulling the sleigh.
That's my favorite special.
The other ones, the other song titles are Rudolph the Red-Nosed Butt.
Do you want a CD, man, for your Christmas party?
Fart songs?
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right.
Honestly, I don't know that I could play it.
You don't have a CD player.
No, I don't have a DVD player. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. The CD doesn't, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. All right. Everybody knows when you watch The Price is Right, everybody's excited on that show, right?
You have to be if you're going to get picked, it seems like.
Okay. It's The Price is Right. You also have to know some math. I'm not the best at math. But what?
I just... Look,
People
man,
pissed about Rudolph?
No, you started a whole goddamn thing. So now it's like maybe Rudolph is transgender. Don't assume the gender, it's rude. DMX covered Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Look it up.
Actually, he just released that song.
Have you ever seen Rudolph the Big Deed Rainbow?
Oh, no.
I have not either. I swear that the dad calls Rudolph my son. Maybe he just couldn't accept that he had a daughter. Maybe he was that guy.
Maybe it was written in the 60s by men.
I can't even read that one that came. Good God.
I'm just saying, scientifically, a male reindeer would not have his antlers at that point in the season.
All right. Well, no, see, just you got to stop because every time you say something. So that was addressed as well. I believe you were called dummy somewhere in there. I guess the females would not have the horns at all is what they were saying.
They got a little note.
So that he's got the... Look, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the response is to your...
I've never
what you
seen
have
an adult with a
discovered about-
rack.
Oh, what, if they stand on 2 legs.
Yeah, good boy.
So when you're on The Price is Right, you're excited, right? But you also have to know a little bit of math. I'm not good at quick math. Either way, this woman is worse at it, and she thinks she's won, and she hasn't.
Kathy, we're going to start with you. What do you say?
$600.
$600. Good luck. Molly.
$700.
$700. Matthew. $865. $865.
$1,000.
$1,000. Thank you, Kyla. Actual retail price, $629. No. You were over. You were over. $629. Sorry. Come on up here, Kathy. Over to Kathy. Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
The Molly girl got a little excited.
Did she start running up there?
She runs up there.
She actually made it on stage.
Yeah, because remember, those 4 people are right there, right?
Yeah.
So they're already closer. You can see the video at the Benjamin Facebook page. But she runs up there, or starts to. That's why he's like, no, not you. Like the other lady actually won that
damn.
one.
Oh.
Yeah, because, I mean, it always takes a second. Nobody's that good at math.
Well, you know, if you've overbid.
You would think.
I think you just got to wait till your little thing lights up, and then you know you won.
They make it easy for
Right.
you.
I mean, based on the bid that you make, though, I think you have an idea.
You don't have to remember. That's what we said, they'll light it up for you. They don't expect you to do the math.
Yeah, they get right into it.
Right.
Let's stick with some good news right now. Miles, just for you, I know you've been excited about it. We talked about it a little bit. Jersey Shore is coming back.
It is. Do we want to do the GTL lifestyle again for 1 month?
Yeah, the problem is, man, full disclosure, I kind of like the tanning.
I loved it.
So I'm afraid to go back to it.
I loved it. It's 1 month, though. All we got to do is about,
This is Miles. Like, come on, man. Just smoke one cigarette.
Look.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you quit 12 years ago, man. Just have one.
Next thing you know, I'm drinking Jaeger bombs. It's July.
Right.
I am golden brown.
However long it's been. It's been, 8 years? I don't even know.
T-wow.
Whenever the last time we did this was, I was like, look, I got the laundry thing down. I got to do laundry no matter what.
Sure.
As far as the gym goes, I'll make more of a commitment to go to the gym. That was a good thing. But, man, I was like, well, as far as the tanning goes, I don't care. But there was a tanning place right beside my gym. I walk in there.
You don't say.
I get my package. You know what I mean? Whatever that is. Like, somebody trips.
You only tanned your package.
Dude, I get in there butt naked, man.
You gotta go
naked.
naked.
I lay in there, man, and I come out of there. I'm like, I feel like a new man. And I know it's hell on you, and I know it sucks.
That's the problem. It's so bad for you.
But, I mean, God damn it, I eat a lovely carcinogen fried hamburger steak. I mean, there's all kinds of ways that I'm going to die. I smoke cigarettes. I'm like, look, I just feel so good coming out of the tanning, but I haven't done it since. There's no reason for me to ever go in there. But when I knew when I was doing it, I was like, this is awesome.
Jersey Shore family vacation, by the way, will reunite most of the cast. Sammy's not going to be there.
I don't know who Sammy is.
Which one is she? Is it a dude?
No, Sammy was a woman, and she, for years, kind of dated Ronnie, like the super big dude.
All right.
Look, I remember Snooki because she was Snooki. I remember JY because she was hot.
The situation.
Situation because she always ended up making me laugh. But
what did she not want to be there because what's his face is there?
I don't know. Basically, they have the press release and everything. The whole crew of them takes pictures. They were just together for like a Burger King commercial like a month ago, and they were all. So honestly, I'm not sure why she's not there. I would assume because her ex is on the show.
Maybe, yeah.
Who knows? They also, they're technically actors. Could just be a contract thing.
Hey, Ted, sorry. I mean, Miles, there's a request to hear the 3 notes of Jingle Ass again.
Yeah, I can only play 3 notes.
3 notes.
Of, I wish I could do it in a way where I could play 3 different, but
you can't fast forward through it and play like another 3 notes later in the song. Like, start at the beginning.
Oh, man. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, hold on for one second.
Because we know how it starts.
Yes, all right. Let me
but
see.
there's more to the song than just that.
So it'd be like,
if you can find the big one.
All right, here's, I don't know about that, man. You
can't look at the waveform and determine.
I am
where
looking
you
at the
think
waveform, but I'm trying to be
big
safe.
Fart is.
I'm trying to be safe here. Let's go here. Let's somewhere in the middle of the song. Gets so tight.
That's what you're trying to sneak out, man. That is. If it's that high pitch.
I'll see if I can find the biggest waveform in here while you guys are doing this, and then I'll play it right at the very end. Okay. So I'll try to find the. I think I can find it.
It's worth hearing
just by looking at the waveform. Okay, very good. Here we go.
About people can't move past Rudolph.
Yeah, well, you know what? Twitter's helping out.
What is Twitter saying?
Hazard says, basically, they all are female. Look it up on Snopes.
Oh, okay.
So that
but all of Santa's reindeer are female?
Yeah, it's basically, honestly, man, female reindeer do grow antlers.
Okay.
Right.
But by the time it gets to December, I'm telling you, the ones on the males are gone.
Well, it says, look, female reindeer have antlers through the winter so that they can scrape the snow off the grass and basically find something to eat for themselves and their younglings. I don't know. Look, I know nothing about it, but you have definitely hit a nerve with Rudolph, the frickin' red-nosed reindeer. Mm-hmm. Who knew that Rudolph carried such weight?
I might have 3 good farts here.
Okay, sure. What do you got? Yeah, that's a Christmas song. Happy holidays.
God, I want to play that whole thing.
I know.
The Jersey Shore, by the way, that reunion, the family show, that'll air after. Have you seen the other show on MTV now?
I read the name of it before.
Oh, Floribama?
Floribama.
It's basically right where you were.
It was, exactly. That's what I said. I know exactly what I think this is going to be like.
Yeah, the Floribama Shore.
Like when I went to Walmart.
which is weird because on CMT, they had a show that basically did the same thing. They just weren't at a beach, but they were just in the South in a big house, and all these dudes and chicks lived there together. It was kind of like, who can be more redneckish?
Yeah, man. I've never been in a place, man, where you go into a gas station or whatever, and the three people in front of you all get dip.
Right.
You're like, I'm in there to buy a pack of cigarettes. I'm no saint. I get it. You know, you're like, wow, dip flying, man. It's like just flying out the door here.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, there's a lot of places in the country people love chewing tobacco.
Oh, hell yeah, and I found it.
Yeah.
If you're on the border to Florida and Alabama, you just assume
right.
that is one of the hotbeds.
I just kind of forget, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a mint guy, but my wife, she chews cherry.
Mail pouch.
Right. The thing is, we just keep it in the family.
Right.
It's all the same brand.
Like a lot of you, I've gone smokeless.
Put a little pouch between my cheek and gum.
Gives me great tobacco taste.
Yeah, and keep in mind, this is coming from an ex-dipper, so I know how disgusting the habit is, even though I miss it.
Yeah. It's like, I'm Earl Campbell. I just ran for 3,590 yards, and when I'm done, man, I love a big old chaw.
I'm just buzzing. Nicotine buzz.
I'm flying out there, man. I am flying high as a kite like Walt Garrison.
Dude, I honestly, like, for me growing up, like, I think part of cutting it out of baseball may have helped.
Yeah, it's just not in your face all the time.
Yeah, move on to sunflower seeds.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. We got your headlines coming up with Mike Hawk in minutes. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Breaking news as scientists DNA test 9 Yeti samples, and yeah, it's a bear. Canadian woman goes to the mall to scream at Santa, calling him an effing douchebag while he sat in his chair. Florida ballerina takes sex toy and slaps boyfriend Chad in the face. Massachusetts police pull over a giant Christmas tree with a small car that vanished without a trace. And a college student owes $200,000, and believe it or not, that is not in loans. It's time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's Mike Hawk.
All right, our top story, a video is circling online that only focuses on the orchestras during its performance, but what they picked up is a lot more intriguing. Wait for it. Right there, that little squeal that you heard. When the band suddenly came back into the piece, it literally scared a woman out of a dead sleep.
Oh, no way.
That's what it is, right? Because they're doing the quiet part. She had fallen asleep, and then when it comes back, that's her.
Boom!
That's got to make the orchestra feel good.
Well, I would probably take it in the context of our music is so soothing that it lulled this woman to sleep. Not we're so bad.
That's right, Mike. Soothing, not boring.
You chose to go to the orchestra.
Soothing.
It's probably way past your bedtime.
Maybe that's why she went to the orchestra. Like, hey, man, I'm having trouble sleeping. I can't think of anything better than this.
Quiet down.
Never seen someone nodding off in church, just like...
Because it's early in the morning, Miles.
That's right.
Moving on. Around the world, scientists have been running...
Yeah, because it's early, Mike.
Scientists have been running tests on hair samples that supposedly belong to the ever-elusive Yeti. They studied 9 different hair samples to confirm that indeed the hair samples belong to bears that roam throughout the forest.
Bears. It's bears.
It's bear hair, guys.
Find a carcass.
It's just bears.
Just
See,
bear.
it's such a that's why I said, like, don't look up the Yeti or the Bigfoot or Loch Ness Monster. You're going to ruin it for us.
Well, and I'm surprised. Why is this even a story? Why was this across my desk?
Because you're an idiot, man.
People believe in Yetis.
They believe in the North American gorilla, I guess.
Great. Y'all found bear hair out where there's bears. Who'd have thunk?
I will say this,
Out
though.
where there are bears.
I still believe in Yetis. Keeps that ice cold for days.
Hey, now. Those individual cups?
You talk about a tumbler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
You got one? They're nice. They're like $40.
I got one from my mom.
You got one for your mom? Or from her?
From my mom.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
All
for
right.
Christmas.
A woman in Florida has been arrested after a dispute with her boyfriend got a little violent. The pair were having a talk about marital aids that turned into an argument that eventually led to the woman striking her boyfriend across the face with a sex toy.
What sex toy, Mike?
My guess is the long penisy one.
The long penisy one.
What
a
else is
dildo?
there?
Just say a dildo, Mike. Say
don't
the
wanna.
word. Just say the word.
It's a nasty word. I don't want to.
Long penisy one is worse than dildo. Believe
Long penisy one.
I mean, if you went to us, hey, Mike, where do you have your long penisy stuff?
Have you ever been in a adult store?
No.
Would you like to go?
No.
Come on, Mike, go with us.
Because they're weird.
No, we'll take you in there, man. It'll be perfectly acceptable. You seriously have never been into adult toy store?
No, that's it for your headlines.
No,
I'm out of here. Mike Hawk is out.
Okay, we'll see you next time for the return. Oh, my God. He's never been in a...
Long penisy one.
Wow.
And long penisy one.
Okay, all right. We're out.
Yeah, bitches. Until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay long and penisy and beautiful.